Every time I'm like, what?
The jolt back. 5 minutes and 14 seconds left. Only 10,000. I say only like it's
only 10,000 for getting a limbs.
Merely stating that it could roll over if it doesn't get obtained by any of these teams during this game. It could roll over to game 4, and if it still doesn't get claimed, we'll see it in the grand finals on Sunday. J-Truth out here, the bolt action, epic bolt action.
Does 110 damage to the body.
Wish you luck in the feed, taking out KB5, a teammate. CLG versus CLG feels bad. Payne eliminates Jacob, the Splode. This position here, J-Truth and Wilds have a good view of the land before them, but at some point they're going to have to make a rotation, especially because 30 seconds left. The zone is relatively distant. Oh, 110. Body shot at that distance as players are rotating. Imagine.
Don't you dare. He's kind of firing off a lot of these shots. He only has 10 heavy shots left.
Salt, you see where the Salt's position right there. He's watching through the pyramid right now with the edit, just looking up, seeing when they're going to make their rotation. They don't want to push out too early. If they push early, they see from above shots are going to happen. They're going to go for tags at any elim they can get while Salt and his teammate are rotating. But if they time it and they wait until the same moment, it basically cuts the risk of getting tagged at all significantly. Zill, Harrian's just waiting here inside the zone, basically smack dab in the middle here. There was once one of those giant stone statue heads here atop this little mountain. He's watching, you see that. Zexro and Vinny.
Oh! What was that?
A shot.
Vinny now trying to save his teammate. Zexro now knocked. They're playing edit battles around these walls. I'm assuming Vinny's going to try to get in the same box as Zexro to be able to build in front of him and protect him. Yeah, there you go. He wants to claim this as his own, doesn't get it. Quick edit comes in, tags him for 40. Both players now weak. That's already been edited. Nice job with the ramp, though, to at least give himself cover for the moment. Willie trying to hop on 3, places an ice trap. It's not what he wanted. Oh, and he's skating all around.
A valiant effort.
He wanted to place a normal trap. The panic comes in, and I think that's an example of maybe the nerves coming into play right there, right?
A pretty high tension situation, especially when you have a team directly to the wall. Your teammate is knocked down, which means you know if you don't clutch up, that's that for that game.
Yep. Rough times.
68 left.
They already had 5 elims, though, so they got 2 points.
Exactly.
You know, they can't be upset.
I'd almost guarantee we see them in the grand finals on Sunday. J-Truth and Wilds here, the very edge of the zone. They're going to have to make movement relatively soon.
As we continue to see how the game develops, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, they'll make it rain bonus. This zone just west of Salty Springs. I'm assuming some of the river will actually be in play, which will create some really, really drastic height differences between the people that are on the high ground and the people that are all the way down in that ravine. I feel like everyone's going to be crowding the side of those cliffs.
Most likely. It makes it a little easier to initially build a base there. You don't have you have a side of the structure you're building on that is already attached to something that's completely unbreakable. You have the mountain there. But when it comes to rotation time, if you've got to go up
remaining, but look around everyone else that's very close by.
Hail Mary, Hail Mary fart bomb being third right there. His think bomb doesn't hit anything. Hysteria and Blind open fire together. Another team deciding to jump in this one from the side as well. Nades coming in. Blind gets that Elam right there.
It's up on Berserk. We see a player down low. I love the double window edits here. You can just have both of your duos there spraying out of either window. They're just trying to laser it. Oh,
this is costing so much resource, though.
You know,
he picked up an Elam, but they have no way to get to that material there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so... goes down.
No, not like this, Blind.
Look at how many Elams he has right there. It's already 5 at that point, now 6. These guys are getting points.
They literally need one more for the 3-point bonus, and after that, I mean, that's assuming Hysteria doesn't have eliminations, because they could activate big bonus. This could be huge.
And this is why they're going for it right now. With 40 players alive, too, they have so many options, right?
Hysteria has 1, so they're actually at 7. They have 3
and now they've opened it. This right here is going to count as a point. That's going to be bonus. That's going to push them up the leaderboard so fast right now. Every single point right now is going to matter. Blind and Hysteria, the team to watch right now, they can come out with so many Elams. There's so many players alive. Now they're getting pressure for all the attention they've brought to themselves. It's Stink Bomb's coming in. They got to make a move here. Hysteria's going to go up. They got to keep their calm, keep their cool, and get together right now. They're starting to lose control. Oh, no, it's his teammate right there. He's got to play Blind. Blind known for being really good and taking victory. So he's one of the top solo players, another really good solo player.
His ammo count not looking great, but look at all the loot right there.
He's just going for it right now, going for it.
You see, he pulls out the shotgun. He's like, never mind. I'm just going to get to safety.
No, almost gets edited right there. He's got to be careful. He's not protecting his side. There it is. Nicely done.
And look, he's right next to the safe zone. He's good to go. Just everyone funnel into me. Let me find eliminations.
He's got everything he needs but medium bullets right now. Someone jumping straight and says 1 by 1 doesn't have a trap. Is he going to be able to make it? No.
Ooh, and Morgasi shuts them down, but they did find 1 elimination on that big bonus. So it looks like 4 points to hit the board for them.
Morgasi and Saint both still alive here. Bizzo and DMO coming out of nowhere somehow. Once again, capitalizing on the highest point possible. Another launch pad as well. There's nowhere they're going to be losing this spot anytime soon. And again, Bizzle had 3 eliminations. Depending on how many DMO has, we're looking at more points hitting the board for them. I find it so crazy how they end up all the time. Eliminations. All the time, way up here. While everyone's, in the chaos, they're just like, no, I'm just going to cruise right across. We got Boyer and Saiba here playing the mid grounds. They know there's a team way up above them. And there it is. It looks like they found someone. Are they going to go ahead and make the dive on this? No, decided not to use redeploy system there. They're just going to go ahead and just push across naturally here. Monster, we're down to 15 players left in this lobby. And yet again, DMO and Bizzle just maintain high ground. They're just letting this happen. Did you see the smirk on DMO's face? He was just like, yeah, dude, we got this. We're up here. Feeling very good. They're just beaming down on players right now. And that factor of knowing there's a player up there makes you play so differently. You can't expose yourself. Dean is down below. We have a lot of players, 13 left. Ronaldo and Sif playing that low ground. That golden AR are going to come in handy. Definitely want that DPS when it comes down to bullying players up above, and that's a nice pick on Coop Train right there. Ronaldo drops low. It's okay, he's got double med kits and a campfire. J-O-Mock is down, he was shotgunned by Dean. Wow, Dean goes down with a clean shot from the backside, and another one on Envy Lanane. That's 7. On a streak right now. Big bonus is active. Is he going to be able to get one? He's got to get one more. I think he just made the call to his teammate. They're coming out now. And there it is, going to get it. That's another one for his teammate. Ronaldo gets it. That's a point right there from Big Bonus. They're just playing low ground warrior right now, letting the players come down, so I'm finding all opportunity. That's another one on Secret. Unbelievable. And they got another one. It is heating up. Ronaldo's down, but it's okay. Sif's still up. 1v1, 1v1. Oh, Oh, Bizzle! Bizzle comes overhead with the back-to-backs. Absolutely cooking there.
Oh. I don't even. What did we just witness?
We witnessed the first back-to-back. That's what we witnessed this Heat 3 right here. Bizzle coming in. Absolutely insane.
Unbelievable. 2 back-to-back wins. Monster, I don't even. Kitty, if you're out there, wow.
Look at the crowd right now. How you guys feeling after that one? That's right.
Are you guys excited that Bizzle just picks up another casual back-to-back win with DMO?
Making it look easy. DMO with a smirk on the rotation. They knew they had something going on there, and they just made it look easy, cruised on in. I was kind of nervous, though, when he came down from that position that they had. Yeah. They just heard all the chaos. It was like, no, we got to get in on these elims. Catches him while they got traded out on the shield.
That was crazy. Let's take a look at the final moments from that last game. Bizzle top. So DMO's actually down this whole time. And while Ronaldo and his duo are knocking everyone, Bizzle just waited. They were good to go.
So clean. Heavy. Heavy shotgun. Perfect for this right here.
And keep in mind, that was a 2v1. DMO was down the whole time, and Bizzle clutches it up there. And he catches him with a clean slug, man. And oh my gosh.
That would really defeat the purpose of this competition. Cub Smiles and Crypto. Javis and Thresh all in Paradise Palms. As now, they'll slowly inch on over. Rocket a lot of shields, so they have a health advantage, but will they get aggressive off that? Again, we know that, but for these players, Lupo, they're thinking, do they, are they max shields with us too? Where exactly do they stand? They don't really want to risk it. And now they're actually contending the players that are on top Viking.
Austin Crimson, that's a really wide split between the two.
But Crimson could just, I was about to say, Crimson could just dive off the top and just like that. Oh, he wants this fight right away.
Very aggressive, potentially too aggressive at this point, unless Austin's going to push in underneath him almost. This is a build fight that
he's done for.
Didn't really want to take. He's got the grappler. He could sneak his way out. He's trying to build against his opponent, get the shotgun shot off, and then replace the wall, but it doesn't pay off. Austin.
Dude, Zexro and Vinny are just good fighters. They're just good in getting in scrappy battles and coming out on top. That's another time where Vinny, I think Vinny and Zexro had some sort of some amount of a limbs off the break of every single game up to this point. Vinny's rewarded with a med kit. The second Crimson jumped off the top, it reminded me of Anchorman. I immediately regret my decision. When he landed, it was just ripped down to like 30 health. he knew he had really nothing going for him.
Instant panic there.
Dude, did any of the llamas wind up getting taken? I think only one has. There's another one just north of the soccer field. So the players at soccer have already gotten one. There's one more north of the soccer field as well. Chop it down, and Hogman still just big chilling and greasy. They're going to have to move. As they're not going to be safe in this zone. No limbs yet. But Hogman farming everything he can. Poach and Vivid had landed here at crates every single game so far. Even though Poach said they wanted to change things up or they were going to go for it, I feel like they haven't really changed much about their gameplay to this point. Still 0 limbs. This is one of those things, Lupo, where I think a lot of the success we've seen from players is them getting in those early fights in the game. Not going late game with 0 eliminations.
Yeah, exactly. If they're waiting to late game to start making some moves, I feel like it's, even in terms of mindset, if you are not engage someone mindset, you can get caught off guard by people very easily. If you've just been taking it slow, taking it easy the entire time, if you're not mentally prepared to switch it up on the spot, then things can go south quick. Poach and Vivid looks like they might be rotating away here. Vivid's trying to peek and see if he can get a shot with a semi-auto snipe. We'll find out here in a second. He's going to take the option and back out. Follow his teammate Poach potentially. 3-7-4. 3-8-4 from materials is, I mean, it's great. Like I said, if they haven't fought anybody yet, we'll see if they're prepared or not. Thresh and Java down here, the edge of paradise, kind of going back and forth.
Going for these speed edits there with the first couple, but
Clingers there trying to drop some structure, knock the wall out, and see if he can get some form of exposure, but the rift to go comes in big right there. The escape for Thresh. The team that Thresh and Java were trying to push on there.
Look at the little ants down low.
Just following them in, man.
Now it's Turkey Lips and Outlet on the low ground. They want to fight. Thresh never going for it. There's players all around too. They're easily going to get third party in this engagement as well. Yep, you see the shots coming in from range. Thresh popping that glider reader. Will he get the trap? Oh, I thought he had him trapped right there to pop the spike trap on down, which would have one-shotted that player, but he doesn't actually get it off in time. Javis is getting shredded. Javis is not. I can tell you right now that they're regretting this, Lupo.
Outlet and Turkey Lips there. Both very low. It might be a 2-1, but based on HP, there's still more left on the other team. Outlet gonna get that med kit off. Much better spot. Thresh actually now down to basically nothing as Cub Smiles and his teammates start to roll in. Both almost 100-100. Turkey Lips and Outlet just trying to hang on here. Wait for this. You got 1 minute and 2 seconds before this zone starts to move. 78 left alive. The final match of Heat 2 here at TwitchCon. The finale of the fall skirmish.
Turkilips is going for it again, using that glide redeploy. These are how the games have changed. He would have had to use mats. He would have had to have done all sorts of stuff to get out like that. Instead now, just sneaking away. 5 weapons, just an awkward inventory. You can just tell how scrappy these loots have been because players aren't landing like in normal games. You know, winning their main areas, like when you go and land retail. Oh, we cleared everyone out of retail. Let's loot the whole thing, and now we get to leave. No, here it's like you get your one a limb, maybe, and you get your couple huts, and it's like, okay, I guess this is my loadout.
We've seen players make it relatively far with less too. It wouldn't surprise me if you see some very good gameplay from players. You could sit on essentially an SMG and maybe a pump action shotgun and still make some plays. She's going to try and push for that rift to go. He might make it out. He doesn't indeed, and he's going to float in out of tilted, trying to make it as far east as possible. They don't realize it though, but Dusty was occupied by multiple teams for quite a while there. They're going to be floating. You can see there the structure built up on the right. Little warehouse there. So wish you luck and Crispy earlier replay. You see Elam on static. After the knockdown, Chug Jug dropped inside.
Oh, and that trap was just on the other side of that wall.
Just the next structure.
You could tell they just couldn't. They had to make sure they got that a limb before they walked out in there. Once you get on one of these hills, you go ahead and just start building on up. That's exactly what they will wind up doing. Interesting inventory. 2 launch pads and a rift to go. Mobility forever, and they're in the middle of the zone. Horrify and Vanitize will not move from here for the next 10 minutes, at least.
No reason to.
Yep.
The only problem is that from what we saw, I think we were watching Horrify for a second there. It has no eliminations to his name right now. So if they're going for points, kind of playing that safe, maybe not the best call. It depends. You want to wait to the last second. Like I said, they're right smack dab in the middle. They don't have to do much. Hopefully a third-party opportunity shows up, and they just get a couple taps on somebody and pick up a couple eliminations. Poach and Vivid. We want to have our eyes on them as much as we can. They're hanging out here in Wailing Woods, still farming up as much material as they possibly can. Gonna not have to knock that wall out to build up that last side. Gonna bunker up on top of this log cabin. Trees are awful close. I was gonna say, it wouldn't surprise me if he knocks those down just for visibility's sake, or even shoots them out. He doesn't really have the ammunition for that though, so probably not gonna happen. In case of an evasion too on the box, he does have 1 trap. 150 damage to somebody that drops in, if that's the case. With the glider redeploy, it's potentially likely. Crispy and Wish replacing this building inside retail.
Here we go. It's making it rain time. Again, every time it happens.
The final Make It Rain event of day 1.
71 players left. A third in there.
Wish go down.
Will those count right away? Again, just like the other times.
The timing. It's so
that timing in their favor. Vape Jesus just gliding on through the trees. That's so majestic looking. Look at that. He's going to make it on into Wailing. Now, look at this, Ben. The bunker was just in play. I'm wondering if anyone's still down low. They're going for it. They're diving right down in.
KB5 and Crunch. The south edge of containers. Seeing what they can do here.
Marowak and Hey I'm Hart still in this one. 68 players left. They're at the point now where everyone is just built on up in their little protective areas. A grappler still in the hands of Marowak. When will that come into play? Not a ton of materials. You get to a point where when you start running low on these resources, you kind of just have to make a play happen. You kind of just have to say, I need to get on a limb right now. And this might be their chance. Rizar pushing up to the high ground. Tomo's there as well. They're right on the edge of the zone, so everyone's going to be pushing right in towards them. Rizar's been swapping weapons. He's got the legendary silenced assault rifle, the epic rocket launcher, some great utility in his inventory. KP5 and crew just play this low ground still.
Keeping their eyes on any movement that they can. Splitting ammo there. It's, I'm going to be honest with you, splitting 60 rounds or 60, 90 rounds, however many it was there. That's not a whole lot of shots left, Jack.
And man, this is just tough right now because look, you've obviously got the people on the certain high grounds around. Look at how scary that build is from Horrify and Vanitize. Remember when I said they were going to set up camp there?
Oh, absolutely.
You know a team is setting up for the long haul when they build their entire base like that with metal. When they use hundreds of materials of metal to build up their structure. Typically you see all these little huts as wood because they think, oh, no, we're only going to be here for this little bit of time. It's temporary. When you build that much metal and it finishes, that's nearly indestructible.
They look like they're going into hibernation.
That's nearly indestructible, and that's why no one is getting near them.
Well, no one's going to waste the ammunition at that point to try and spray that down. It would be ridiculous because one surface can just get immediately replaced, and you have so many layers to shoot through. You see the V caliber looks like secures an Elam on Top Gun. Way outside the zone, he's trying to pop that medkit to stay alive. Last he's moving in. Turkey Lips, you see on the north side. Caliber's teammate Nolan's still alive as well. Lasius, the zone. 5 damage, 8 HP left, and he's just trying to build himself into a box any layer he can. And Tomo from above catches him off guard.
Tomo now down and immediately hands to the eyes like no.
Yep.
That was our moment there where we needed points in this game. Not going to happen. But now, Choppa down, still hanging out. As he's just staying hidden.
Number of teams hiding around in the trees there and wailing. There's a lot of structures in the way, a lot of natural cover for players to move through. The problem is as soon as you start to build up, if you're underneath one of those trees, if you're in an attempt to build against an opponent, the trees kind of stop you from placing something things, or even moving up through them. The branches get in the way, so you get caught underneath, and that could spell trouble for some teams.
Enigma and Fuzzy. Just on the edge of this. Oh, they had someone right in front, and he saw the same thing that I saw. It was like a brief moment where they had the drop, but instant reactions. How quick those walls went up. The shot doesn't connect, and now they'll have to just go back into hibernation and wait and see when their next opportunity to push on out is.
That's funny. He puts down the heavy sniper, even though we've seen it as a very powerful utility from other teams, because he had no ammunition left for it. At that point, it's just taking up a slot in the inventory. Now, because of the proximity of some of the players relative to each other at this point, maybe putting down the AR and just maintaining a pump action and an SMG with a heavy snipe that doesn't have any ammo right now, because you might find some even just through the drops from other players getting eliminated that maybe you didn't even interact with them, but if you can find some ammunition, that thing's going to go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Sharing of traps there just in case of invasion, res ruin.
And I love these traps on the high ground. Right now with the Glider redeploy, I think this is a great way. How many times have we seen players just float onto someone else's build?
Oh, yeah.
And begin to try to take the high ground from there, placing a trap down. If someone tries to land or catch them off guard, unless they react near instantly, that's a free 150 damage or a knock. They've got the high ground right now to shoot down onto anybody. You see Hey I'm Heart, Tomo, Rizal are all in the same area. Make It Rain about to expire here. I do want to make sure we keep watch of Poach and Vivid exactly where they are as well, if they're still in play, because remember, they are the wild card team coming into this game.
Oh, yeah.
They are on the verge of not making it to Sunday. Two of the winningest players in Fortnite prize money history could be out. And here they are again, Poach still with 0 limbs, man. This has been them every game, Lupo.
It's surprising me to see these two guys playing like this.
Oh, no.
Shots from behind. Poach caught off guard just a little bit. A single mini is all he's got to his name in terms of healing. He's got to try and back away, and these explodes are knocking down everything he's putting up. Maybe a distraction happened just long enough. Poach gets that one mini off. Vivid's still sitting pretty, 181 total HP. He's trying to layer up, just like we've seen tons of players do. That skill is very important. Stink grenade there near Vivid, kind of a check to see if anybody's hiding in that box. But he's got enough space, he can just kind of wiggle around the bottom. Freaks in the feed taking up Cubs. Smiles. Ball finalizing that elimination.
Inching closer and closer.
Here's your list. 2 teams sit on 5 elims total this game. Tom and Rizar.
And Vinny and Zexro. They are,
every time. We'll see them
those guys for me, I think, are my favorite players of today.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that they are always high up on the elims tally. And this is a big game right now for the Sentinel duo. They're actually still alive. Remember, 2 of the games so far.
They went out.
They were out instantly.
Top 100, top 90 people.
So they're having to, like, everyone else had 4 games to get their points. With how their games went, they basically have had 2.
Exactly.
So they need to, we're going to keep an eye on them as well to see if they can bounce into the top 12. Because I don't think they're in it right now.
Those guys, little edits looking for window peaks. Surprising a little bit to me that he's keeping the window open that long, because somebody might have an angle potentially if they're, yeah, there we go. That shot. White damage, no shield on target. He's looking for just the last push as the storm moves. Gently closer. There it is. Trying to go for the shots as that rotation happens. Gonna take another one there. Gets the knockdown on Vinny, which means Zexro is probably not far behind. We'll see if Vivid can secure.
They need this so bad, man. They need this so bad. Oh, gosh. That was a sniper bullet that also flew by right there. Their first elimination of the game. They just got an awesome next zone as well. If you see, it's right behind them. Poach realizing that right away. Poach, one of the best at these kind of crawl builds, utilizing all these 1x1s, getting ready to move on out. Poach, about 900 total materials. Vivid, right next to him. Wait, are they going to try to bounce with this crater? Did you just see what was right on the other side of that wall? I believe they have a crater right there. Can they hit it? I'm wondering if they just wait for the zone and then just bounce right off that. Oh, what? Look, okay. Right, it did hit him, but it's not what he wanted to have happen, I'll tell you that.
It looks like he covered it up just to prevent any kind of unpredictable movement out of that.
And this is the beauty. They're going back through their tunnels. They've already had all of this claimed. Look, still, they haven't had to spend a single material. Now they'll begin to go. Freezy down. Colton down. Players dropping left and right.
Landjock picking up an Elam in the feed as well. Tom and Rizar.
Again, they're having to use so many mats for these moves. Now it looks like he's confident enough to stop for a second, maybe look for a quick peek. His teammate does go down. Poach just got knocked out and killed by a trap. Poach just got eliminated by a trap.
It's like his Raspberry's trap of Vivid picks up the Elam on Raz as well.
Poach is gone. Vivid now the last hope. What can he do? He's got 2 elims. He needs to get another. He's done. He's done. This is how it ends. I don't think Vivid and Poach are making it to Sunday.
I don't think that they are. Now we have Animal and Cruz still here from Sentinel, trying to move their way in the safe zone. 28 left and 44 seconds on the circle move. Just kind of biding their time and structures they built up. Not a whole ton of materials left, 250, so 25 builds left for Animal and counting as he builds his way out. This little sky base here, this tunnel. 14 builds left, and shots are coming from the east side. An adjacent team right there and pushing up right in front, blocks him off with the wall, but his teammate closes him off behind.
Does his teammate have extra materials for him?
At this point, either they don't have the time or there's no mats left. Shots as a pair drop in directly on top of him. Does have the trap, but he doesn't put it down.
Oh gosh, this is some panic right here. I can promise you that. Animal now trying to move forward. You see Bald gets eliminated there. Poach, this is how he went down. No. Oh no. The player dropped right on him.
Razru fell directly into the box. A very quick trap placement. Blood's still alive here. 9 HP. 3 traps. He's got a grapple, which we've seen late game is very important. 33 seconds on this circle move. We've got 12 players left. The final match of Heat 2. No med kits. A pair of
this is like remember, this is like the Tfue game where he had 19 health in these final zones. Like, he just needs to be a ghost and try to get top 3. No. Animals. No. Will he make it in?
1 HP. he gets caught.
I thought he actually made it until Salt shoots him in the back. 8 players now remaining. Chudas trying to break through these metal walls, trying to just continue to navigate. It's so tough when he doesn't own any of this. Bog is popping a med kit in the zone. You've got Vape Jesus and Pain. Oh, if Vape Jesus and Pain lose this, I'd be shocked. They're on the high ground. They are just chilling out right now.
No materials left.
Yep.
In Pain's inventory. That's why they're going to have to drop down in here. And
he's going
hopefully
for
can
it.
catch this
He's
player
landing
off guard.
right on
Doesn't
one.
see it. Doesn't hear the glider. Apparently, shot to the face.
A quick crack right there on the drop. Yet again, he's playing the low ground. Vape Jesus playing in the high ground. They've got everything they needed. Another elimination comes on in. More players dropping on down. The Rockets from above. It's all collapsing on the enemies. Now they've got the med kit too. Pain and Vape Jesus. Can they do it right now? Vape Jesus gets knocked by a fall. Pain on the low ground. Could it all go spiraling in there? There it is. The shot from Pain. As it's another point for the Elims as well. Talk about clutch right there. And they're going to the interview.
Gotta go.
And they're going to the interview.
Gotta go.
There you go. See, guys, look. And they're gone. They're going to the interview. Wow. Oh, in the final moments. That was blood. Remember how weak he was. Vape Jesus.
Vape on the way down is taking shots to try and get the Elim and blood. Look at the HP left there. I don't blame him just trying to secure one hit there, and Pain gets that jump shot with a shotgun on blood right inside the circle.
Let's see it again from Pain's perspective. Look, 2 Elims at this point. Not only does a victory royale earn them 1, but Pain now realizing the nerves that comes in and the shot.
The reaction there, absolutely perfect.
Brilliantly done, and that is a perfect example. No matter how quiet your games.
You wanted to see players start to build an army of those cube monsters and use it against their opponents. It's a super cool idea.
No, so obviously so much excitement around the Fortnite stuff, but we want to go ahead and bring a quick message from Epic on the competitive patch details we'll be playing on today. So before we jump into all the action, we want to give an update on what patch the players are on today. It is the version 6.20 update, as we normally mirror what you at home are playing, but in this case we've made a few adjustments. For this weekend's event, we've disabled both cube monsters and spawners. We believe this will give our players the best potential experience during such an important competition. So it's all about player experience here. Want these guys to be comfortable, ready to go with what they're on, and I think by the smiles you're seeing, the excitement, these guys are ready to go.
Oh yeah. The player area is here, included in the South Hall as well.
Oh.
The setup is incredible that they're sitting at. It's similar to the previous ones too, so it doesn't, the feeling doesn't change from competition to competition.
Yep.
Which I think gives competitive players an opportunity to really dig in. But Jack,
it's time for game 1.
It's time for game 1, brother.
Let's get into it, baby. These stacked lobbies, they're all good to go. We are live from TwitchCon. Game 1, Heat 1. Who will rise to the occasion and potentially have their lives changed this weekend with an incredible placing? Again, life-changing amount of money on the line with the amount, the hundreds and hundreds of thousands of viewers online that'll tune in throughout the weekend. The recognition you can get. We talked about Morgos from back at PAX. Comes in a no name now. Obviously, widely respected, one of the winningest players in Fortnite history in regards to prize money. But here we go. A look at everyone dropping on in. And again, this weekend, players playing on both mouse and keyboards. Some elected to go with, you know, controllers, which we'll talk about. Some big names out there. Both, you know, Xbox and PS4 represented.
Now, we've seen in the past, regardless of what play setup they're utilizing, it has not really diminished the performance. Nick Merckx and Aiden at PAX West put on an excellent show. Both controller players.
Yep.
Now, out here, this little set of buildings, this is a pretty common drop for Tfue and Cloak.
Oh, yeah.
A ton of loot concentrated in one area, not often contested. I think most likely because players understand Tfue is going to be here every single time.
Absolutely.
This is his go-to spot. And I wouldn't want to contest it either.
And what's funny is, you know, Tfue is going to be rocking that no skin setup. That's just how he is. So you almost are certain if you land at this area on the map and you see a no skin setup, it's going to wind up being Tfue. A look there.
Looks like Chaos probably took about 50% of his health off.
And he's only got, you know, the basic burst assault rifle there, and that's rough. Looks like his teammate's going to be pushing on forward. They want to make some sort of play, maybe get into an advantageous position. You saw both these players, no shields, not the case for Tfue and Cloaksy, as they should have a health advantage.
You notice too, the bottom of your screen. Yes, down to 10 HP, backing out. Opportunity gets the knock on Chaos, the AR shots. Excellent.
Just like that.
Capitalizing, I mean, this is their job zone.
And immediately gets the heavy shotgun as well. My favorite weapon, you know, to have to swap on over to for that close range engagement. Tfue and Cloaksy, the exact start you expect from two of the best players in the world. You can make an argument for them potentially being the best duo. And that's what the point is of this weekend. We've seen solo competitions up to this point. What differences do you think players can expect, or viewers can expect, watching duos versus the solos play we've seen maybe from back during the summer skirmish finals?
Well, you have an opportunity in duos, or when you have a teammate like that, to maybe risk a trade a little more often than you would. Obviously, in solos, the second you get it, that's it, you're done, right? But if Cloak or Tfue or any of these duo players, they push in and try and take advantage of maybe height, or they know that the target doesn't have any shield, that kind of thing, and they can force a trade. If their teammate is positioned well, you can finish that elimination. You can pick your teammate up. A more aggressive gameplay. It'll happen just naturally.
Sure. And you got to remember too, the huge difference between solos and duos. And here's the new 6-shooter weapon, currently in the hands of Vicious. One thing to point out is there is the communication factor that you have to wind up, you know, communicating, speaking with your teammate. You can have some of the biggest blunders by not being on the same page. One player gets aggressive, one stays back. That can wind up costing the duo the game.
You see right here the team that Cookie Monster, Big Vicious are up against. They're actually split, which is why Cookie, I think, is taking the opportunity to push over a little bit to the left. They're focusing on just one player because nobody is up there now pushing in towards the tennis courts, but they're so distant from
from each other that if one knockdown happens, you can almost guarantee that's going to be elimination.
And again, you can see how scrappy the loot is at the start of these games. Still 92 players remaining as well. Noob, the big 60 tag, and that should be the note to just go for Novi as they're going to begin to push on forward. You see immediately the opposing player, that's Cookie Monster, has to fall back and try to protect Vic Vicious. And she's just stuck down in the box. Cookie Monster now surrounded. Vic Vicious, one shot as well. Doesn't look like a good ending here. And
tough spot to be there. The kind of the split turned into an opportunity to take advantage of you know, that low HP situation. Like you said, as soon as the 60 tag came out, teammate called it out. Now it's time to push because you know that is almost a guaranteed knockdown.
100%. And now with the first zone beginning to close, you see Novi just healing on up, staying hidden, has a mini as well. It looks like they've claimed Lazy Links. Now over to Tilted Towers, a place where you expect to see a lot of action this weekend. Tinny and Ifa, you've talked about this. Tinny, someone we've seen participate in online, you know, especially in Europe before.
And he's an excellent player. I've played against him when he was partnered with Vic Star many moons ago. Very, very cognizant of what's going on around him. It's very difficult to get a pinch on players like this.
For sure.
Now stuck here until the hours. We don't have the common roster of player names we've seen here before.
Yep.
But I would expect